Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Alvin here. Today's topic is something that I'm gonna address because few littlest habits, mindset change as I'm already 40 and approaching the later half of my life. I realized that changes in me, the littlest changes that I do, not overthinking, procrastinating, just do it. Like even this YouTube channel I'm doing, documenting my what I did in the past, documenting what I'm doing in the future, and then along the way, just see the progress, the changes that comes in my life, and of course for you guys to take some, have some takeaway from it, because for me these techniques that I'm doing, somehow it resonates with me, and I wasn't really going after these techniques that I'm implementing in my life. It's just that so happened that these techniques that I'm doing, to stop overthinking, somehow when I'm doing this, to check on what exactly these techniques are, they're actually from Japan itself. These Japanese techniques were just so happen to be very, Japanese of them to come up with these techniques that I believe that has really benefited me in my life these last 5 years, and going forward I believe it will benefit you if you implement them yourself. And these are like the 7 of them. There's actually 8, but the number one that you usually will see is it talk a lot about this first technique, that to find a purpose in life, Ikigai. Ikigai is something that like a reason to wake up each day excited to do something. That one I'm not there yet. I'll be very frank with you. Haven't really found a purpose, but I did put myself on the front foot to do this YouTube channel. This YouTube thingy is something that I'm putting myself out there 3 times a week, be it whether is it good, bad or ugly, I will do it, even in this chair, even the outside, at least you have a purpose. But again, on a total life, generally speaking, I still feel a sense of, not there yet when it comes to having a purpose. But, at least doing something so you feel that you don't feel lazy or unmotivated. And doing 3 YouTube videos a week kind of helps, while implementing all these along my 4 side incomes that I'm doing. It can be frustrating, because why, for me as one who doesn't have a 9-to-5 job, there isn't any structure, and for me to do this YouTube channel, implementing the 3 videos a week kind of helps. So if you're not very sure what Ikigai is just basically doing what you love, doing what you're good at, doing what the world needs, and of course getting paid for all this, which on the hindsight isn't easy. It takes a lot of grind, a lot of work. Some people have done it, in the financial space especially. Some people have done it, showing off their collectibles. Some of it have done it doing trading. Some of them have done it doing, even reselling or showcasing it to you guys on YouTube. So for me, with this YouTube channel, showcasing what I'm doing, hopefully it resonates with you guys, to do your own work, to feel more fulfilled, and then, find a purpose, which I myself am not there yet. So Ikigai is one of it, but that's not really one of the techniques that I'm implementing, because to find purpose, you still need to play some, work around, like you need to test and do, and for me, YouTube is something that it's a work in progress. Hopefully it will be a purpose that for me to you, the viewers that are very much appreciative of, that every single one of you are watching me, little me, this 40-year-old talking about anything and everything under the sun on my channel. So Ikigai is one of them. The next one, which I'm kind of quite adamant that it really helps, is Kaizen. Kaizen it means to focus on small improvements every single day. not waiting for big improvements, but trying to become 1% better every day. This one, it's also emphasized in the book that I mentioned in my last video that I talk about the Atomic Habits by James Clear, that 1% every day to become 1% better every day really, really helps. I tried the big goals, the big improvements, doing it all at once, trying it, going for a run on the, going for big runs, to lose weight, trying to, not to eat, to lose weight, trying to be clear-minded, trying to set focus on work every single day, just work. It can work for some people. For me, I would rather divide my goals into smaller goals. The big goal is, of course, hopefully maybe to reach 1 million, but that's a very big number. So I've set myself $100,000. Even $100,000 when I did my video, from $0 to $100,000, it seems like a far-fetched big, dream, because I was living paycheck to paycheck. I did a video about it. So that one, setting yourself, you are setting yourself for failure, right? Because you've got such a big goal and you have no idea how to reach there. So you set it into smaller goals and then you set it into even smaller goals. So for me, $100,000, I realized that it was also a very big number. It is 6 digits after all. So for me, I set out to, 10,000. When I hit my first 10,000, I did, was very happy about it. And then I figured out that $10,000 was doable. So I do 20,000. 30,000, 40,000, then I hit my 50,000, I realized that I'm already halfway there. It's the littlest habits, the littlest things that you do can really make you do better. And it generally compounds. It's like, now I'm realizing that why people save and invest, because it compounds. The compounding effect is tremendous. That is really I tell you frankly, it's the 8th wonder of the world. And for me to focus on the small improvements kind of helps. Yes, small improvements does not mean it goes on a straight line. I'll be very frank with you. Last week, I might talk about it in a video. Last week, I was out of it. I was really very sick. Just don't feel like doing anything. Doing nothing also kind of helps. It's just basically status quo. You're not doing anything and then just resetting life and then figuring out what it is. But it's something that it's truly like it's up and down. Life is all about the ups and downs, and then you get up and do more rather than getting yourself hurt and then being dejected, having a very bad mindset, a broke mindset, or even a mindset that you don't wish to do anything, everything is down in your life doesn't really help you in the long run. Rather you stay positive, and that's where the 1%, improvements helps in the long run. That's where Kaizen helps. The third Japanese mindset or technique that I've been implementing is Shoshin. Shoshin is something that to approach things with a beginner mindset. Everything and anything that I'm doing right now, even though I'm 40 years old, I'm beginning to learn and absorb and not be having an ego on it. Yes, you might think that you are on top of the world. You think that you are always right. You're not always right, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, it's something that I believe that as life makes you grow older, life changes, your health, your body, you have to adapt, you have to learn the newer techniques, have an open mind to everything and anything, absorb, and then figure out that what is right and what is wrong, and for me, with the fact with Kaizen, I do think that with Kaizen, the 1% improvement every day, it kind of helps with this, because as you approach everything with a beginner mindset, you absorb little by little, the 1% rule kind of helps. So for me, if your mind is empty, I tell you one thing, with me as a 40-year-old, I've experienced quite a bit. Not to say that I don't have my own opinions on matters, I do. But there are so many other possibilities when it comes to even finance, even health. Some people have their own ways of doing things. Some people have their own mindset, their own habits of doing things. Be open to their criticism. Know what is right and wrong. Be happy for them that they are doing it. And if it's wrong for them, be firm that it is what it is. But, take it with a pinch of salt. Have the abundance mindset that, people are very different. So for me, there are a lot of possibilities as if you are open to it, and if you believe it's right, good for you. If you believe it's wrong, then move on to another thing. That's where I think, approaching things with a beginner's mindset really, really helps as you age. Just don't have ego put into it, I guess, So that's where Shoshin comes into play. The next one is something that I will talk about in my other video where I actually lost weight. Not, I lost 20 kg in less than 1 year. That's not what I believe will help in the long run, because when you lose the weight so fast, you most likely will gain the weight back very quickly. So for me, one of the ways that helped me, be okay, when I turned 40, when I was approaching 40 years old, somehow or other, eating full didn't cut it. I was having this foggy mind. My mind wasn't clear. I was always sleepy, tired, dejected, depressed sometimes. Why? Because just didn't want to do anything after I eat. So what I did was I actually changed how I ate. I did eat lesser than I should. I ate 80% full. That's where this Hara hachi bu, I have no idea why is it called that way. Hara hachi bu is basically just to stop eating after you're 80% full. You don't have to eat until you're very full. You shouldn't actually. So if you eat too much, you become lazy. It happened to me. It happened to a lot of people. If you don't believe me, you can eat any food and then see what happens to you. As you age, it's even worse. For me, I've even forgo eating lunch. As you can tell from my day in life videos, I usually eat very early, then I will eat very late. In between, I don't really eat. And if I do, it's because my body tells me to, then I'll start eating again. But I'll eat in snippets, in little bits, bites. So because the food in me, how I actually lost weight, how I actually feel more fulfilled, feel more full, is just letting the body tell me what I want to eat. Not getting the mind to wander, get my mind sorted out, With the work that I'm doing, the 4 side incomes, I believe that work has to be done. Food is, you don't live to eat. You eat to live. That's my way of thinking as I grow older. If you're living to eat, then that's a bit far-fetched, and then I'm not sure how you're going to live life, because there's only so much good food down the road and it's killing your wallet. I'll put it that way. For me, I eat to live, and then I'll do other things like, YouTube channel. So it does take time to figure that out, stopping 80% full. And then even if you don't feel full, you can always add on to eat. That's how some people don't realize it. You don't have to eat everything on your plate. You can always put some on your plate and eat, and then you feel not enough, you can always eat more. But don't eat, full all the way. So that's the Hara hachi bu, technique by the Japanese. This one's a little bit odd, I'll be frank with you. It's something that I've always thought that it does not need to be perfect in life. Life isn't perfect. Life should find beauty in imperfection. Like for me, I have my iPhone 16. My iPhone 16, when I got it, there's already a bit of a scratch on it. Some will feel very, very, very sad about it. I feel that I find beauty in it because this is something unique on it, And then even for my old iPhone 11, which I did a video about it, using my iPhone 11 to get monetized on this YouTube channel. That iPhone 11 the cracked screen was obliterated. It's so black, the screen is already so, the pixel parts already so decayed, I'll call it. this Wabi Sabi, which is this Japanese technique, is to find beauty in imperfection. Everything cannot be perfect all the time. You know, humans aren't perfect. You want to find the perfect wife, you want to find the perfect girlfriend, you want to find the perfect, for the ladies, you want to find the perfect husband. That's not gonna work. I'm not a perfect husband. I'll be frank with you, I'm quite lazy most of the time. My wife knows it, but at least you get things done. It will help in the long run in your relationship, in your marriage. So find the beauty in imperfection. Like my wife, she's not perfect either. If you can find a wife or husband that's perfect, in the eyes of society, basically that one's a robot. I put it that way. That one's a goddamn robot, an AI. Then that's a dystopian thinking. That's a utopia setting society that God knows whether it will come to us. But I put it to you, it's if you find the little things that you need to find things perfect, it's so depressing, it's so demoralizing, it's so much work that if you can just relax and then just be as it is, find the beauty in anything and everything. Of course, you don't have to settle for less. I'm not saying to settle for less. That's a very different topic altogether. This Wabi Sabi is not settling for less. It's loving the things the way they are, and then be happy with it. Don't be stubborn and try to change them. If you can't change, then so be it. Like for instance, the bad habits that people have. Like for instance, if they are gambling or smoking, that one is a very big no-no. That one you can change them is very difficult. But somehow, if they are able to change being a smoker or gambler, which can be done, it's not that you can't, and then they strive the littlest habits to change, the 1% rule, the having an abundance mindset and everything, and then they are changing as you go along in life, in your relationship. Why not? I believe that is a very commendable habit or relationship to have, and then if they're striving for change, like for me and you, watching this channel, this YouTube channel of me, striving to do more, little by little, every single day, every single video I'm doing, something that I believe that this Wabi Sabi, it's just finding the beauty. And once you find the beauty, I hope it resonates with you and then you find happiness in life. This one's a little bit tough in Singapore context. This Shinrin-Yoku is something to be one with nature. How I'm doing it is taking for walks, spending time with outside, just spending time outside. Not necessarily shopping centers, not necessarily going to shopping and everything, not going to air conditioning. Just, I know Singapore is a bit hot. I'm already embraced, being, perspiring and everything. I am perspiring right now. I tell you very frankly, if you can sweat it out, you can perspire it out, it's actually doing you wonders. Yes, I know it's very, very, difficult. Since you are always in the office, you're always dressed to the nines, going, if you're at a fixed job, you're going to a 9 to 5 job, you are in the office always all the time. Then when you're in the office, you go to lunch, it's always in the air condition. I understand that you have to look good. That one is fine. But once you're going home, what I did was I actually walked home. I basically stopped like 1-2 bus stops beforehand and then I walk home. Or even you can even be more daring and then you can take like 1 MRT stop away before that and then you can walk to the next bus stop or destination or your house. Walking is something that is as close to nature as it comes. Whenever you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, just take the goddamn walk. Walking has really changed my life. I'll be frank with you, this Shinrin-Yoku, I didn't really understand it. You say, forest, taking a bath. That doesn't mean that. It means to de-stress, is to don't feel overwhelmed. Walking, not playing your phone while you're walking, because it also helps that you're not on your phone. That's one thing. So walking, just taking the littlest walk back home really, really helps. And I can take it from me. You should do it. You should just do the necessary, take a walk, like walk home. Just do it, man. It's something that I will advocate time and time again every time I see you in any of my videos. And then just take the goddamn walk, and it will change your life a little by little. The next one, the second last one, will be Ganbaru. Ganbaru is something that you can't rush things. I know I've rushed quite a bit of things throughout my life. Lost money while doing it. Quick rich schemes has happened to me before. Lost money while doing it. You know, learning it, trying to learn things fast, trying to see whether it gives you the enjoyment as quick as possible, trying to, you know, change your personal finance as quickly as possible. It does not work that way. I realized it while looking at all the other finance YouTubers that are doing it. I tell you that the first 100,000 is a chore. It is. It takes time. It did literally take at least 4 or 5 years of my time to amass that amount, you know, while in my late 30s. I'll be frank with you, you cannot rush things. You should be patient with the result. Even this YouTube channel, I know it's going to be the long haul. I am going to do this time and time again with this channel of mine, that I'm going to put myself out there, 3 videos a week, you know, whatever it takes. And then strive to do the best I can, as littlest improvements that I can in my YouTube channel, you know, talking, whether it's talking, editing, you know, I'll try my very best to project this 3 videos a week, you know. And for you, in your case, you know, it could be anything. Just doing, don't rush the process. Don't rush, you know, when you want to lose weight, don't rush it. You want to earn more money, don't rush it. You want to be financially free, don't rush it. It's not the time that you're doing it. It's putting time into it is what really matters. And I believe once you know, it's like you're planting a tree and then you're trying to make the tree grow, you know, watering it and everything. It does take a long time for the big ass tree to grow to that certain height, right? So I believe that this Ganbaru is one that you should be really patient with yourself. Don't you have to forgive and forget, and also be mindful that it takes a long ass time to do, and then be at it, you know, to continue improving, and then yes, and it will be done, you know. It is how is the process of it from A to C. Everybody see the ending process of, wow, they already retired, wow, they already got $1 million, you know, $1 million bucks. You know, some people life journey is shorter than others. You know, how they got to there. For me, looking at me with all the toys over here, you think I made it. You know, I'm not there yet. So for me to you, just don't rush things. You know, just try as hard as you can. Try as much as you can. You know, be at it. You have to show up every day for it. And yeah, it should materialize, you know, at the end of the road. The last one is a bit weird, which is Gaman, I think they call it. So when I've talked about trading before, I've also talked about eBay selling. I've also talked about YouTube. I've failed before. Like I said, I failed in my personal finance. I failed in doing the stuff that I did, you know, along the way to where am I now at 40 years old. You look at me, to you, all the other finance YouTubers, they kind of made it. I don't know. You know, in the eyes of society, you would think that they already are up there. For me, little me to even be on this path, this YouTube channel, must be wondering what the hell am I doing. But I'm going to be patient. I'm going to persevere. Then things are going to get tough, which we will, because I'm getting older. You probably, you know, at my age group are also getting older. You know, on this journey is not going to be pleasant. There are times where you fall sick and the sick will will be amplified because you're getting older. You know, sometimes you will feel even more dejected because sometimes you will be wrong. And you won't feel it because as you grow older, somehow the experiences that you have, you will be more egoistic. It's just the way it is. You know, for me, facing the many difficulties, let's put it this way. I've come to that realization that for me to be honest with myself, that it is what it is at this juncture of my life. If it does not work well, like for me, I lost my job. I told you in my last video, I lost one of my side jobs. That happened. It can happen to anyone and everyone, but how you prepare before you even lose your job and after even losing your job, what you are doing, you know, after you lose your job is one that I feel that you have to be mindful of, that there will be failures. There will be something that you have to show that it's not the end of the world. Things will get tough. And I think as this YouTube journey down the road for me, showing it to you, there will be the highs and the lows. I'm going to show everything and anything I can down this path of this YouTube channel. And yeah, having you all alongside me is what's driving me to do all these videos, to be very honest, to showcase what I can in my path to... It's not even financially free. Being financially stable is one. That's one thing. Being financially happy, being emotionally happy is another. And for you all to see me, be the good, the bad, the ugly, I thank you guys, for even sticking to the end of this video. And if you actually stuck all the way to the end of this video, I salute you. It's already again another 30-minute long video. So, Ganbatte, if you stick along all the way to the end of this video, Ganbatte and fighting. And thank you so much for all this support all this while. Take care, everyone. Yeah, and hopefully these 7, 8 Japanese techniques you can have some takeaway from. And thank you all for watching. Take care, everyone. I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.